Floods continue to devastate Pakistan. Pakistan's official estimates say that 1,343 people have been killed, including 474 children. They also say that more than 33 million people have now been affected. Presently, authorities are trying to prevent Pakistan's biggest lake from overflowing. Pakistan is widening a breach in Sindh's Manchar Lake to prevent it from overflowing. The breach had occurred naturally and was helping drain the lake, which was approaching dangerous water levels. Authorities had also breached the lake's dike at two other locations earlier in an effort to save the densely populated cities of Sehwan and Bhansadibad. In the Sindh province, water from the lake had been diverted to less populated areas. Around 100,000 people have been evacuated from around the lake already. If it overflows, authorities say it could affect hundreds of thousands more. The region already faces the dangers of waterborne and skin diseases, dengue fever, snake bites and breathing issues. Sindh's health minister has now said that more than 1,200 medical facilities are underwater. She added that field hospitals were receiving nearly 20,000 diarrhea and 16,000 malaria cases daily. The World Health Organization has said that more than 6.4 million people need aid in flooded areas. On Tuesday, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres announced that he would be visiting Pakistan.
Tomorrow, I'll be flying to Pakistan to express my deep solidarity with the Pakistani people and to appeal for massive support of the international community to the Pakistanis in this hour of need after the devastating floods that we are witnessing.
Around a third of Pakistan is inundated. The Indus River, which runs through the country, continues to overflow. Houses in the city of Hyderabad and Sindh are being submerged. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees has warned that more rains are expected in the coming month and could make the situation even worse. Pakistan has already received 190% more rain than its 30-year average in July and August. The Sindh province received 466% more rain than average. The UN chief in a speech on Tuesday highlighted the importance of tackling climate change.
Today it is Pakistan, tomorrow it can be anywhere else. To deal with climate change, that is a defining issue of our time, with a business-as-usual approach is pure suicide.
Our focus right now remains the ongoing floods in Pakistan, which has now caused massive scale of devastation. As of now, the floods continue to devastate the country. As of now, the official estimates that we are now getting say that more than 1,300 people have been killed, including 474 children. They also say that more than 33 million people have been affected. Presently, authorities are now trying to prevent Pakistan's biggest lake from overflowing. Now, for more analysis about the situation on ground, we are now being joined by our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik from Islamabad. Anas, my first question, what is Pakistan and the government currently trying to do to manage the devastation caused due to the floods? What is the situation at the lake in question in particular? Anas, I'll repeat my question for you. What is the situation on ground as of now? What are authorities doing to prevent further devastation from the ongoing floods?
Well, the floods have been wreaking havoc across the country, precisely in the province of Sindh and Balochistan. And we've recently seen that the Prime Minister has been undertaking visits almost every day, Priyanka. The province of Sindh seems to be much more and probably the worst affected ones because the water is yet to recede from the areas. In fact, one of the most prominent lakes, the Manchar Lake, it has been breached from at least 3 places. 2 of these breaches were planned, 1 was unplanned, and the water, despite of that, doesn't seem to recede at this point of time. We're expecting more rains until the 17th of September, and the government is basically going on to damage control or on a firefighting mode. They're trying to protect bigger and bigger cities. There is mass migration that has been happening. More and more IDPs, more and more tent cities have been set up. So the government is concerned. They're trying. They've been calling onto the international community to come out and support Pakistan, because a disaster of this scale is unprecedented, and Pakistan clearly does not have the capacity and the capability to deal with such the disaster of such a level. Priyanka.
Right. Anas, what steps is Pakistan taking to protect the monuments in particular?
Well, particularly in the province of Sindh, if I talk to you, Mohenjo-daro, which is a UNESCO site, the Mohenjo-daro city, there have been alarm bells that have been raised because of the unprecedented rains and the water levels. There have been hints, or rather alarm bells raised to the fact that Mohenjo-daro, the city, can probably be damaged or be inundated. The government, as I said, they've been scrambling into firefighting mode. They've reached out to international partners in order to preserve the site. They've reached out to the local administration as well. The local administration is trying to get the people on board to protect, to build a safety wall around the Mohenjo-daro city. So in case if the water is released from the Manchar Lake and it gets towards Mohenjo-daro, because remember the Indus highway that connects Karachi to Hyderabad, and in between it currently stands inundated from points, though not completely inundated, but points between Jamshoro and Matiari and Dadu. So that is a cause of concern, and the government is trying to get donor agencies on board, international agencies on board, to benefit from their experience in order to protect the heritage sites.
Right, Anas, thanks so much for the latest on-ground developments. We'll, of course, continue to track this story on WION World is One. WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.